Good morning, Philosophy 1500. Welcome to week one. I do apologize. The original video I had posted this week did not have any audio, so I'm re-recording it this morning. And here we go. Just a couple things to take care of real quick. The use of AI. You may use AI as described in the syllabus. Basically, you can use it to do research, to check for grammar errors, proofread your paper, stuff like that. If you do use AI and you put it into your paper as far as you do research, it tells you something, you put it in there, you have to cite it properly. So make sure you use the AI policy that Clear University has. As far as your discussions, they need to be properly cited and referenced according to APA 7. That does not mean you format the actual post according to APA 7, but that you format the citations and the references according to APA 7. So you put the citations in the body of the paper or the body of the post, just like you would with your paper. You put your references at the end of your post in a little reference section there, according to APA 70. You format those accordingly. The Clear University Library has got a wonderful page on APA 7 and academic writing, or APA 7 and writing, that will go through a lot of these things that you need. It has two drop-down menus that help you do citations. It's a step-by-step instruction guide on citations and another one on references. Make sure you use that because I do grade your APA 7. I do grade that. I also do not want you plagiarizing. So if you get an idea that you want to put into your paper from a source or from somewhere other than between your own ears, you have to cite it and reference it. So make sure you do that, okay? What else is there for any housekeeping stuff this week? I think that's about it. Okay, so anyway, this is a little short video to help you get going each week. Um, this is a philosophy course, but it is primarily an ethics course. So it's a philosophical view of business ethics. And to understand business ethics, we have to understand our own ethics and morals. So this week we're looking at how we use morals and ethics in our decision-making process. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. Is it okay to ever to lie to somebody? Well, we all do. We lie when we commit lies of omission. If we don't tell everybody everything to answer the question they asked, we're lying. But we don't have to tell everybody everything. We need to be transparent and honest to a point that one doesn't give information that we don't need to be telling others. So we don't need to be gossiping or telling other people's business. And I know myself, I have things in my life that they're personal. And I'm not just going to go blab them to everybody. And so in those areas, I might give responses that are rather surface level. We all do that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But it is bad when somebody asks us specifically about something that pertains to our job or something we're doing, and they have a right due to their authority or their position to know what we've been up to. In that case, we do need to be more transparent and more completely honest. But I want you to think about this week, what constitutes a lie? And our definition of what constitutes a lie really comes from our own sense of ethics and morality. Now, some people say ethics and morality are synonyms, and that can be true. Some separate it out and say ethics are of the outward facing view of our values. Morals is the inward facing towards us. So the morals are facing us, our ethics are facing other people. That is another distinction. And everybody might have a little bit of a different view or opinion on that, and that's okay. But where do we get our ethics and our morals from? Well, they come from our early childhood developmental years. Our friends, our family, those people that are closest to us did so much in order to instill into us a particular view of ethics and morality, myself included. I have a completely different worldview than my own mother, but she did do a lot to instill a particular ethical and moral view in me when I was young. And it's still there. It resides in me still. And it's not something we just go and get rid of. It's not something that's easily changeable. I could add to it. I can reduce parts of it, but I can never get fully rid of it even if I wanted to. So think about where you got your view of ethics and morals. Now, in this class, we do talk about a lot of personal things. We have to remember each person has their own perspective, their own worldview, their own beliefs, and nobody's right and nobody's wrong. And that's the way I take it as an academic and as an individual. You see, life is like a reality that's played out on a drama in front of us, as a play on a stage. I'm in my seat in the theater. If during intermission I stay seated and I don't get up and talk to other people in other parts of the theater, I am now limited in my perspective. If I only talk to those next to me, I now am in what's called an echo chamber. It's a cognitive bias. It's a logical fallacy when I only close my views to understanding the world around me because these people are saying the same thing I am. It echoes back to me what I'm saying. They echo it back to me. But when I get up and I go across the theater to somebody seated all the way somewhere else and I talk to them about the play we've been watching, they may have something they noticed from their perspective that I couldn't because of my seat is here, theirs is there. They had a better view to see that, and I had a better view to see something else. If we share this, now we've got a shared sense of reality. Understanding reality can only be done when we talk to others that see things differently than we do. And it doesn't always change the way I believe or the way I feel, but it changes what I'm able to perceive about reality. I see each person in this theater, I see their perspective as being valid for them. And it's valid for me in the sense of I can understand. Learning can be done as a vicarious event, meaning I'm not undergoing the situation, I'm not undergoing the crisis, I'm not going through the life experience, but I can talk to somebody who did and I can learn vicariously through them. The human brain can learn that way. Did you know that if you watch a movie, your brain gets to the point, it's so wrapped up in the movie, it doesn't know if it's on a screen and pretend or if it's real and really happening to you. That's vicarious learning. So we need to use that to be able to expand our perspectives about the world around us and the dramatization of reality before us. Think about that this week as you go through the material and do your work. Thank you for being in my class, and you have a great week. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions, concerns, or if any issues arise. You have a great week one.